Trying not to fuck it up, Andrew.
I'm not trying to fuck it up, man.
Quit licking that thing, man.
Man.
This is not the Smoke Pit podcast. This is the Scuttlebutt podcast.
The Scuttlebutt.
Oh, man, I took a wrong turn. I don't belong here.
Yeah, the Smoke Pit's like 10 minutes that way. The COC.
All right. Andrew, how's it going, man?
Are we taping? Are we just
we can do a little test here and we'll just roll right into it.
Dude, I'm good. I'm tired. I went to the ER this morning. Thank you, Alvin C. York, for saving my life because I thought I was going to die.
That sounds awesome.
They put a shot in my butt and I had an upper respiratory infection and I got a COVID test. And I'm negative, by the way, boys. So you're good. I've got my vaccine. I'm vaxxed.
Appreciate that, man.
I'm vaxxed. Thanks, creepy Uncle Joe.
Well, we're back with another episode of the Scuttlebutt podcast. I'm here again with my co-host, Andrew.
Hello.
And we have a special guest
We
today.
have a very special guest. This guy, I have not seen him in, God, how long has it been, man?
15?
It's been 15 years. And we served together. Karma. Oh, stand at attention. Gunny, do we have to sing it?
No.
Oh, God. That just makes my nuts hard. Sorry. No, but Gunny Sabins, I knew him when he was a corporal. He was weapons company. I was India company. We did Karma together. We did Ramadi together, and we did the 22nd Mu together. And he looks the same as he did. A little more buff, but basically the same. You look good, dude.
Yeah, man, I can't say the same thing about you.
No, I look like a piece of shit. Have you seen my hair? I was supposed to get a haircut like 2 weeks ago. No.
Beautiful.
Hey, before we get started, I have a message from one of our VFW members.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to get fancy here. This has never been done before. You ready?
Yeah.
So we have a new little gig here. I guess we're going to call it the mailbag here.
Mailbag. Oh,
you ready?
God.
I like that.
Fleek's mailbag. I like it.
I don't know how the hell he figured this out, but he did, so I'm going to play it.
Great jobs, guys. I really appreciated listening to it at work. It's awesome to hear stories about our brothers and sisters in arms. And I appreciate your time. And as a member of our new post in Stones River, I wanted to say thank you for giving me 30 minutes to imagine and understand that we all go through the same things and we're not all alone. So I appreciate it, guys. So have a good day. And I love the Navy song, man. Only Navy, talks about drink to the foam, and you Marines, I love y'all. Go Air Force.
Thank you, Ross List. That was beautiful, dude. Beautiful.
I was going to ask you if you recognize that voice.
Oh, I definitely recognize that voice. Point of order. Yes, I recognize that voice.
So the point of this podcast is to get your story, Gunny. And so we're not here to exploit your story or anything, but we just want to hear your story because, as you know, there's far too many veterans committing suicide today. So what our goal in life is to get your story out there, and hopefully somebody out there hears this who's going through some trouble, and he realizes that, he's not the only one that's going through shit, So that is what our goal is. So,
and we want to keep your story going forever.
Yeah, that's another
in
thing.
Stone.
Exactly. It's very important that the America hears these stories, man. So the reason why I started this, I'm gonna give you a little background. Years ago, both of my grandfathers are combat veterans. My one grandfather, my grandpa Carr, my mom's dad, he was in World War II. He was a part of Old Hickory 30th Division. And from the time I was a little kid, I would always ask him questions. But every single time I talked to him, he would literally break down. And I was like, man, what the hell did this dude was literally the strongest person I've ever met in my life. What the hell did he see to break down like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is our goal here, is to get these stories out and let people know it's okay to break down. I mean, because, you're an 18-year-old kid and the government throws you in a war zone. That's fucking not normal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's just to give you a little background what we do here. So that's what we're going to be here today to hear your story.
So start
Yeah,
talking,
awesome.
man. We need to hear this story. I need to hear this because
So-
I don't know the full story of Jeffrey Sabins.
What made you decide to join the Marine Corps? How did you know the Marine Corps? Were you in high school? Did you already know from a young age? How did this happen to get to the Marine Corps?
Yeah, absolutely no idea how that happened. So, like, I had big plans and going to college. I wanted to be a conservation officer and be outdoors and deal with the animals. And literally one day, like, I walk into the cafeteria and seen the Marines at the table, and somehow they talked me into signing a contract, like, right then and there.
They're good at that.
Oh, yeah. Like, I had never had any plans. None of my family is really, like, military. It just happened. And then it was just, like, a nonstop, just forward propelled of just doing whatever. So, yeah, man, like, the whole kind of essence of a career in any branch of service is just insane, and kind of the things you go through. And for sure, like, there's things like when Ramadi was tough, like we know, like Ramadi was a bitch.
That's
It was
the
just
Wild
insane.
West.
Yeah, it was just crazy. And you know, when people start thinking like the Fallujah and Karma and all that stuff, like for me, Ramadi was tenfold of what that was. And you know, and followed on like times when I thought about getting out, and then I just so happened to re-enlist. I ended up going to Marja, Afghanistan with 3-9. Right before I retired, I did a Somalia trip in 2019. You know, that wasn't Ramadi, but you know, there still has some IDF and stuff that kind of got some stuff going. So like it just kept on going, and there's a lot of things that changed that I know has changed my life because of Ramadi. For instance, I mean, you know, my son had a brain tumor when he was 2 years old. You know, he's 12 now. He's kicking ass. You know, he's doing his thing.
He's a good looking boy.
I know. He takes after his dad for sure.
See, pretty boys. Okay, and I've got this ugly mug.
But one of the things that I continue to talk about and was at my retirement ceremony, and I touch on it with these books is like when something like that happens, typically, you know, you turn into just a chaotic mess. And for me and my family, like my wife obviously was the strong one. She's always been super strong. And since then, she just carries all that weight. But I could tell there's distinct difference. Like, for instance, when he first got the first surgery, he was in surgery for like 10 hours emergency surgery. My whole family's like awake. They're kind of panicking. They're unsure of what's going on. And I fell asleep. You know, I fell asleep in the waiting room, and people just thought, "What is wrong with you? Like there has to be something wrong with you."
I remember falling asleep like during battles
Yeah.
because like I'm so used to like mortars being dropped, and I mean you know
Yeah, and so
we were all there.
And so that you can use that's a change. Like that's not normal.
No,
you know, like
it's definitely
you know,
not normal.
your son's not, you know, fighting for his life for 10 hours while his brain is open, and they're pulling out a peach-sized tumor, which is a quarter the size of his entire head, and you fall asleep in the waiting room waiting for it to end. Like, and of course, everybody was just like, "What is wrong with you? How can you do that? I don't understand." And it's just like, of course, when I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, there's a big problem with something like that. But it's just things change, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like, and I'm not saying it's for the better or for the good, you know, like the panic culture you kind of see a lot is like, there's no need to panic for anything anymore. Like when people in the business sector within these companies are having a hard time and stressing and panicking, like I just can't bring myself to panic and just feel like everything's not going to be okay. That's just the way it's in our blood, man. It's ingrained in us from those Ramadi deployments that you just can't change. You know?
Right on. So, were you in active duty when your son went through this?
I was. So I was with 3-9. I was with 3-9. I actually had come. So my wife was pregnant with our daughter, and I was in Marja, and I came home about 2-3 weeks early on a little bit early. I came home 2 months later. She had Kinley, and then I'm trying to remember the date. I think it was like 4 or 5 months later we found out about Carter, and so basically he was like, we were going to the hospital. We thought he had an ear infection. The whole time I was deployed, he had some issues with his ears, and I kept thinking it was an ear infection. There was fluid getting built up, but actually it was a daggum brain tumor growing in his head, for a year. And so we went again to the hospital. It was the day of the ball. I remember it was the day of the ball for 3-9, and I was getting ready for the ball, getting my stuff around, and his grandparents were in, Kelly's mom and dad, and there's just something wrong with Carter that we didn't. If you see someone every single day, you don't see a change, And they just knew something was wrong, and they talked Kelly into going to the ER, and again, the ER was like, oh, everything's fine, it's just an ear infection. And as he was walking out, there was a doctor who was going home for the day who kind of overheard and seen what's going on. He's like, let me just do a CAT scan real quick before I leave. But he found the tumor, and we got in an airplane, we got in a helo, and flew to UNC, and just went from there.
Oh man,
it's got to be some scary shit.
It reminds me of. Carly's alive. My son. I don't know if you remember this, but my first wife was pregnant with my first Ogden. My son, he died the day after he was born. We actually had to go to the Naval Hospital at Camp Lejeune. Couldn't take her because she was 34 weeks. So we had to go to Eastern Carolina University for the NICU there. And Ogden was born, but he had polycystic kidney disease. He died the next day. I had to call Edwards, my squad leader, Warren G. Do you remember him?
Yep.
I had to call Warren G. And I'm like, dude, I can't make it to formation. Sorry. And my son died. Captain Harvey actually came to my son's funeral in New Jersey. But I'm glad your kin and your relatives, I'm glad they lived. And I'm not glad that Ogden passed, but it was better that he passed than to be alive with all the problems that he would have had. Heart murmurs and brain stuff, and he would have probably died in 7 years. And I think about that now, and I'm glad that your family is A-okay. So that's good.
Yeah, and I guess one of the things, like after like the initial brunt of everything and moving on, one of the things that Kelly had soon realized, and she started a blog of From Tumor to Autism.
I have read that.
Is that there's a lot of military families out there going through these things more than you would ever expect, because we're not one to go around in formation and talk about stuff like that.
It's not a group session.
Yeah, it doesn't get around, and then
usually people are hungover and just all they want to do is go back to the barracks and sleep.
Yeah, man. And so, like, a lot of people, like, reached out to Kelly, like, we're going through the same exact thing. Like, what did you all do? How did you do this? And it's just, you start to realize there's a lot of that stuff that happens in the military with the Naval Hospital and stuff.
Was Kelly a key volunteer?
No.
Nope, she never got into that mess?
No, she didn't.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because my first wife did, and she hated Neary's wife. Hated her. Sorry, no offense, Mrs. Neary, if you're listening to this.
So did you meet your wife while you were in the Marine Corps?
I did. So after the Karma deployment, I came to Tennessee a little bit on the weekends with Tyler Davis. Met some friends, kept coming back. I enjoyed it. I'm originally from upstate New York. So after Ramadi, he came back, I just started coming every weekend. Friday formation, as soon as we can get off, I'm on the road, hitting 8 hours, getting to Tennessee, spend Friday night, Saturday night, hang out, party,
and then go back.
And then go back Sunday. And that's when I met Kelly. I just kept coming back, and never left.
It's a great state. I love this state.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I was born here, moved, and came back eventually.
Yeah, I love Tennessee. I actually got, for the first time, man, like I was so pumped last week, I got my Tennessee driver's license. Like my New York one's been expired for like 10 years because, you don't have to renew it for your active duty. You just have an expired license forever for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I didn't know that either.
No, New York, you don't have to, as long as you got an active duty card, you don't have to, forever.
Do you still have your CAT card or did you turn it in?
No, I still have it.
I
don't have my retirement ID yet. It's just official on Monday. Like, Monday was my first real day.
This Monday?
Yes.
Wow, congratulations, man.
The 31st of July was my last official day of when my terminal ended.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so now I got to wait like 3 months for my paycheck and the VA to get their head out of their ass and, do their thing.
Are you going to the VA?
Yeah, so I just did my last deployment on the 23rd.
So you're getting 100%.
Yeah, probably not. Probably like 20.
I know. Well, it'll take a little bit. I got 100%. You'll get it. I know
only,
you get there.
Only the carpal tunnel dudes at the range that hold their paddles up get 70%.
But you retired, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, and you got a Purple Heart.
We'll see.
Guess you have to ask about the combat special compensation pay because you actually rated. I tried to get that and I got denied because I didn't retire. You did. That's an extra $500 a month.
Yeah, we'll
Talk
see.
to your VSO.
We'll see.
Not me because I'm not accredited.
So you have a Purple Heart, and you were awarded the Purple Heart same day as Andrew.
Yep.
So, can we talk about how you?
I want to know when he got his because I know I got mine July. When did you get yours?
July.
You got yours in July too? Mm-hmm. On the 27th?
Yep.
We got the Purple Heart on the same day?
Yep.
Damn, we got fucked up.
20th Street, man. So if you remember Newsweek was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in our truck. And that, with like Dustin Gross, Staff's on windshield.
Yeah.
The big picture with Doc Coyle.
Yeah.
That was the day I got hit. Yeah. And funny, so our company, we went to Entre Leadership, the Dave Ramsey Summit was it last month or 2 months ago?
Yeah.
It was all over my Facebook, Well, Jocko was there talking. Well, he was doing his PowerPoint brief, and he pulled up a picture on his PowerPoint, and it was us that day from that magazine. And I tried to tell him, like, hey, man, you owe me some daggum royalties. Right. Come on.
Yeah, no, Jocko's cheap. He's not going to pay you.
Yeah, he didn't reach back out to me.
Do you know that? Did you know that those guys were with us in Ramadi, SEAL Team 3?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I went to high school with Jocko's lieutenant commander.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was there.
Yep.
Little Andrew Paul, the little short guy.
Yep.
Leaf,
Yep.
Michael, Mansour, Chris Kyle was there. I didn't even know this until 3 months after I got out. I was like, oh shit, those guys were with us?
Oh, yeah. Like
I didn't know.
In
I
our
didn't know.
Mobile section, we actually took one of those dudes out with us a day to just kind of ride around, kind of see the atmosphere. And he got hit in the hand. We got a little rift there, and he took a ricochet.
Do you remember
to the
his
hand.
name?
I don't. He was just a cool ass dude that was the frog man in my truck. I didn't know anything else.
See, weapons company gets the cool shit. All right, all the other battalions, they get fucking shit work, filling sandbags.
Yeah, man, he should have picked up a heavy weapon for once.
Dude, I was an 0331, man. I was using your heavy weapons. You know what? We were just talking, actually, Fleek and I, about what did you carry on patrol? I was like, I carried the saw on every patrol. And then when I was on post, I'd have a 50 or I'd have the Mark or the Street Sweeper. Remember that?
Yeah.
The Mark 32?
Yeah, I didn't carry nothing. I sat in a seat.
I bet you had one of those blooper guns from freaking Vietnam. You remember Phillips?
I do.
He used to carry that in a
no,
truck
man.
all the time.
I was on a Mark 19, man, just sitting in a swinging turret, man. But I made sure I had a 249 up there with me.
I love the 249. I'm sorry, it was my baby. I cleaned it every night. It was my baby.
I didn't.
But you were with, let's see, Bart Skiba. You name me some other weapons guys.
Yeah, so my truck was I had Richardson.
Oh yeah.
And I always get the two deployments
I
combined.
know. I'm
right?
starting to get confused too.
Because like I was in the mobile section both times, so it was just always in a gun truck. I've always been in a gun truck.
Who were your lieutenants?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy question.
Yeah, man.
We don't remember them. I remember a couple of mine.
Yeah, my Purple Heart was getting shot in the head, remember?
Damn, you got shot in the head.
I forgot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He got okay. I got mine at the night of the 27th. You got yours during the day, correct? Yeah. We were doing a raid on the Ramadi Bank. I forgot that you had gotten yours during the day. You were like a Garlock. Yeah. Remember Garlock?
Yeah.
He got shot twice in the helmet.
I'm up this semi, I'm down.
And I'm up. Oh man.
What did you do with your helmet?
I have no idea. So I never got that. So I had they flew me out for like 3 days. They were worried about like brain swelling and stuff. So I got flown for 3 days. And the first time, like I can't, like where's my Kevlar, man? Like, so I was told
that's a piece of issued gear.
I was told the chaplain took it for testing. So I don't know if I believe that, but
Chaplain Bradshaw. You remember him?
yeah.
He's in charge of recruit training regiment, all the chaplains at Paris Island. He's there until he retires.
Well,
and I'm going down there October 29th if you want to come.
Well, that's who you want to be in charge out there.
Yeah, he's a commander. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah,
He's got to
absolutely.
sip coffee. That's it.
Can I ask a stupid question? What's it like getting shot in the head?
That's just nothing, man. Like, and I even
It's nothing.
I hate saying that too, man. Like you say, like, oh, I got shot in the head. Like, really, like the dude pinged me in the Kevlar, and it knocked me out. But that's that. Like,
That's such a Marine answer, man. Yeah, it's fucking nothing.
Dude, Garlock, he got shot twice in the head, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
His bullet went in here, and then went. Did the bullet do that?
Mine went inside rotated and out to the back.
That's what happened to Garlock.
It went inside your helmet?
Yep.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. What you don't know is that I was shot another time in Marja.
You should have 2 Purple Hearts.
No, because I shot myself.
Were you feeling bad that day, sir? Gunny?
You know, man, like people were shooting at me. I was shooting at them. You know, I kind of was getting a little out of control.
Where'd you shoot yourself?
I may have shot, the inside of my turret, the little ricochet, took it in the shoulder. No big deal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Shit happens.
You admitted it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I regret that day. That was the one time in my life, right? Like, wall, it's at night. Again, like in Marja now, like, again, I'm another mobile section. I'm just the platoon leader at that time, and I'm leading that section. And the dude in the turret on a Mark 19, like, couldn't figure out how to make the thing go boom, boom. So I pull him out of the truck. I realize what he's done. He's screwed everything up. The vertical cam assembly and all that crap fell out. Secondary drive loader fell out. So I was like, you know what? We have to do. And like, I don't know, 20 feet in front of us, there's a wall, and there's a dude just kind of like poking his AK around the side of the wall, just letting us have it. The one time, like the perfect opportunity to pull a freaking grenade, pull the pin, toss over the wall, and I shot myself.
Well, you were a staff sergeant by that time, right?
No. I was a sergeant for 8 years, man.
You were a sergeant? Well, 8 years. Isn't that normal for a sergeant?
Yeah, I mean, I missed. That's when like the zones got cut off, and they froze for a couple of years, and I missed it by one day.
Dude, do you remember Sergeant Knight?
No.
The little guy?
Oh,
Indian
yeah,
company?
yeah.
He was a sergeant for like 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
He could never pick up. He wore the buffalo. He wore that buffalo jacket all the time.
Absolutely.
It's the most horrendous jacket I've ever seen in my entire life. Sorry, it's just all this stuff is coming back. Like seeing Jeff sitting there. So I have to ask him. I have to ask these questions.
Were you both on the Kearsarge at the same time?
The queer barge.
Yeah.
We got our shell back together. We got our Purple Heart together.
Yeah. I don't
remember the shellback ceremony?
Man, those days, I hated that shit, man. I hated it.
This guy was on the Carl Vincent for your entire time, right, sir?
Yes, correct.
Big. I mean, huge.
Pretty big.
What, Nimitz? What
It was a Nimitz class.
It's a Nimitz class. Yep. We were on like a little WASP class.
Yeah. I was on I wasn't. I took a tour of the Kearsarge a couple years ago.
Best gym in the Navy.
Yeah. So one of my buddies, thank God for Facebook. Facebook's only good for one damn thing. I'm in Facebook jail right now for 30 days, by the way.
You got 8 more days to go.
I got 8 more days.
8 more days.
But I got a hold of one of my shipmates, Tony Ortiz, and he was like, "Hey, Fleek, I'm retiring in like next month." I was like, "No shit." So me and my kids got in the car and we drove to Virginia Beach, and after a ceremony, went through, the next day, we all went on, took a tour of the Kearsarge.
Dude, I stayed seasick the entire time.
Dude, I was seasick coming home from Rhoda. Those swells. Oh, I had 2 Dramamine, and I was in the company office in India up by the gym. I was on the floor trying not to be sick. It was horrible.
Now, day 1 to month 6 or 7, or how long it took, I was seasick every day for the whole time.
Do you remember when
How long was your cruise?
What was it?
It was
six
July to
months, yeah.
January.
Yeah.
Damn.
And what's his name? We were supposed to get off the ship like at 11 o'clock that afternoon when we got home, but we couldn't. Remember, because
we sat off there. Yeah.
We had somebody commit suicide. Actually, what did he do? Hang himself off the side of the boat?
Damn.
I thought it was underneath the stairwell or something.
Was it under the stairwell?
Something like that. Yeah, we sat out there for a couple of days, like families on the beach, just kind of like.
Yeah, I didn't get to see my wife until like 11 o'clock that night.
Just like waiting for us to get off the boat, and I was still seasick.
It's terrible.
Sorry, we get real on this show, all right?
Yeah.
I can't do a cruise.
Yeah.
They want me to do it. Like, there's one for the Irreverent Warriors. They're doing a cruise for a cause. And I'm like, I'm going to my Marine Corps ball, which, by the way, you are totally invited. Bring Kelly, bring the fam. You can stay with us at my house. And we can go to the Marine Corps ball on November 13th. I know you've been to a lot of them.
Give me just 1 year to take a break.
Okay.
Just 1 year to take a break.
You don't even have to wear a uniform, dude.
I mean, just 1 year, man.
Was
He
your
just retired like 4 days ago, man.
Yeah,
Give
come
him
on.
a break.
was your first one Atlantic Beach
I
when we got back from Karma?
don't know, man. Do you remember stuff like that?
I do. I've been sober now for a long time, and a lot of shit is coming back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I left
remember-
a PAS 13 in a school in 2005, and I'm just remembering that. My seniors, they remind me all the time, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I did do that.
The only ball I remember from 3A is the one we did in the field.
What?
Yeah, we did it in the field. I remember
When?
they brought us. I don't remember, man. It had to have been. Maybe it was 3-9. Maybe it was
Because it wasn't with us, because we
knows,
had
man?
Atlantic Beach, and then we had the field house, because I had gotten out. We did mess night, but that was India Company. I don't know if you guys did that. Did you guys have a mess night?
Yeah, man. Here's the difference between me and you, man. Like, I'm not a motard.
Oh.
I just don't.
I haven't been called that in a long time, but yes, I am a boot and a motard.
Like, I don't remember any of that crap. No,
What the hell's a motar?
A motivational retard, which you cannot say because that is offensive to a lot of people.
yeah, but you said it. Not
But I
me.
did say it, and I said it.
Oh, man.
You weren't a motard?
No, I sure was.
Did you care?
I mean, I just truthfully, man,
Yuts,
my entire
hoorah.
career, like all I cared about was like fighting wars. I got lucky. So did you, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we did get lucky.
That's what I tell like all my young Marines. Like, I got super, like, what other kind of machine gunner can come in, go straight to combat, do a bunch of deployments. Then I went from 3-8 to weapons training battalion as the chief instructor of MTU. So I still weapons, teaching weapons. Went from that to 3-9, some more deployments.
Afghanistan.
You know, left 3-9, went to SOI. And became
SY East or West?
SOI East. Became a combat instructor.
Holy shit.
You know, then I went to MAR4Com, which is a staff command, right? It's a 3-star command. The only 0369 in the whole East Coast.
He said it.
In the East
0369. He said it.
That got to go to Somalia.
Kim
Like,
Lamagna.
I went to the real Somalia.
You went to the real Somalia?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I went to like the contingency base of 400 people. I'm the senior man in the base kicking ass.
Ooh, I could say something right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah, man. So in all reality, like we got lucky, right? I got the chance to live out a career that most people would kill for.
And you
know?
did it. You did an awesome job, man. I mean, I'm jealous that you did what you did. I mean, yes, the first 4 years, yes, we did the same thing, but then you went on to do more. I tried to get back in. They were like, nope, we don't fucking want you. I tried to join the reserves, and they're like, nope.
That was a
sorry.
good call. That was a good call on their end. You know,
Damn, dude. That's 3 times tonight. 3 times he's made fun of me. 3 times.
You know, and quite honestly, like I probably would still be in. But then I went to Johnson City to 325. Did a little was I&I there for the reserves. It was good, man. Like, got to meet a lot of cool people. But coming to Tennessee and being so close to home, I just couldn't find myself to leave. And we did the hardship early retirement. You know, 17 and some change. And like Carter was home, he was near his family. I was driving 2 hours to Johnson City and driving home 2 hours every night as an I&I. And it's the only thing that, and I really, really wanted to grow a beard. Really.
Your beard looks good, by the way.
I based my entire career off like, man, I really want to grow a beard.
No, dude, we got to get a picture so I can send it to Bart Skeeve and be like, Bart, look at this guy's beard. Look at it.
Go run your marathons, fucker.
And John Scott,
yeah.
he lives here in Tennessee. We got a lot of 3A guys here.
There's
Christopher Mosley, Ryan Mosley.
Smith.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
Smith.
that's right, yeah. Ammons, Christopher Ammons.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of dudes that from 3-9 that are near here too. Like, they got to come. They came to our retirement ceremony. They showed up. It was
I was
sweet.
supposed to come to that ceremony, and I'm sorry, Gunny. I was indisposed at the time.
Yeah, I should have. I should have brought y'all. I forgot to bring y'all some coins. I had some badass.
I got something for
chips,
you,
man.
It's in my car. I'll give it to you after the show.
I mean, no one else does retirement poker chips. I had to do it.
Really?
Great. It was great. It was awesome. No one took them home. I have 100 sitting in my Gunny's lounge right now. But
Well, I'm actually,
still worked.
as the state chaplain, I'm actually having pins and coins made
good.
for me
Good.
with a Latin inscription and a little Bible and a cross. And when I pay the $500, they'll get here.
Who you going through?
4 heroes.
Yeah. Shout out Combat Bet.
Oh, well, then never mind. I'll be changing that order, sir.
No, I went through Combat Bet. It was great.
Was it cheap?
Wasn't
Fairly
bad.
cheap?
You know, I did 100 of them. I think I paid like $210 or something like that with the design. But
What?
I paid the designer. Yeah.
Okay, I'm using them.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Yeah. I paid $50 just to have a designer do it. So.
Well, I
yeah,
got
it
the
was-
design. Oh, man,
was
you
great.
got to give me that website.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, man, I just thought, I guess that's kind of like of course, I've always wanted, as I was growing through the Marine Corps, to become a gunner. I was like, man, I'm gonna be a gunner. I'm gonna do that thing.
And you salute the gunners because they're unicorns. Remember the gunner from the Mew? I saw him drunk at the McDonald's with a hat on, with the flappy hands. It was the funniest picture I'd ever taken. That guy was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
It was in Malta.
You're not talking about
White guy, kind of like 50s ish, maybe 47.
yeah.
He was the only gunner that I knew.
I remember you remember Gunner Shirts, right?
Yeah,
He was with 38 or 39. He was with 38, yeah.
that was him.
Yeah, Gunner Shirts, like great dude. You heard about him, you know?
No.
Yeah, he unfortunately, love him. Like he passed away a little bit ago. He got hit in Virginia by a car. By a cop hit him crossing an intersection. Great dude, loved him. He retired. He was out there doing his thing, like still doing the weapons, out there killing it. And I just seen him not too long ago. He came out here and visited us at 325. Was doing a little presentation for us in the Marines, and yeah, like that's. You know, I did a little piece on him there a couple weeks ago about like it just sucks, man. Like these dudes that go out there and they're combat vets, man, just out there kicking ass, and
then they come home to
a cop car hits you crossing the road.
Damn.
You know, like it's just
He was walking?
He was walk across the crosswalk.
My condolences to the family.
Yeah, I hate when stuff like that. It's just like just drives you crazy.
That's unfortunate. But Jeff, I know Commander Fleek wants me to move this along a little bit. What is this? What's this American terrorist book? What is this?
Yeah, man. So
You can't really see it, but I'm holding a book by Jeffrey Sabins. It's called The American Terrorist. Tell us about this, sir.
yeah, man. So I started that when I was active duty, obviously, and got it pushed out and started the series while I was still active. But the thing, like a lot of people are out there writing their nonfiction stories of their careers and stuff, which is great. I love it. My story's just not done yet, right? So I don't want to do that. But I really wanted to publish a fiction series that's about 15-20% of real life kind of experiences in there, right? And so that's kind of what I do with my stuff. Like I want to make up a story. So here's how this all originated, right? In Ramadi, right? I always was thinking at night, like, what happens if like I'm taking a piss and the trucks leave me and I get snatched up by freaking Alibaba, you know, like, what am I going to do? And so I was like, in my head, I'm like, how am I going to survive? And I kept telling myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend to be the bad guy. I want to make them earn my trust. I'm going to give them a bunch of fake ideas and fake intel that earn their trust, and I'm going to kill them all. That's how, you know, I was 19 years old, like stupid. 15 years later, I wrote a book about it.
You could give them Beanie Babies and whiskey and Shagata. Hey, Mista. Hey, here, trust me. Bam.
Yeah, man. So it was really just me messing around and trying to learn like the formatting and stuff. But like, I really wanted to write a fictional story that I made up in my head, but make sure that every fictional story I write, I inject some sort of real life experience in that story. And so I, published book one, and it did pretty good, man. People loved it.
I bought a copy.
It's in libraries across, like in different states. It's on bookshelves. It's out there doing its thing. And
Dude, I try to push out your book and what's his name? Ryan Hendrickson's
Yep.
book, The Tip of the Spear.
Yep.
Jocko's, obviously, and that The Rifle. Have you read that yet?
Yep.
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
read it by
Yep.
Andrew Biggio.
Yep.
That was given. That suggestion was given to me by, and you probably heard this name, Scott Husing.
Yeah.
Echo and Ramadi. Do you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know Scott?
I've talked to him a couple times. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
And now he took over the AO after us,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Man, they still went through shit
Yeah.
after we had done such a great job. They still had shit to deal with. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'll be publishing Weapons of Ramadi here soon. Scott, you beat me to it.
Well, Scott was our guest speaker at the Irreverent Warrior Nashville Silkies hike last year. And Scott's a great guy. He's got Save the Brave. He's got a bunch of nonprofits. But I'm really glad that you got to talk with him. Scott's a great guy. I love that guy.
His Instagram is awesome. I love seeing all the stuff he posts on there. He's doing a whole
His
bunch
LinkedIn
he's doing great,
is
man.
just as good.
He's doing great, and I love that. And
We should get him on the podcast.
Is he local?
No, he's California.
Oh.
I don't know. We'd have to pay for his flight out here though.
he's got a sweet beard too.
He does. And he lives in Temecula. He's got like a ranch and everything, horses
Yeah.
and pigs and cattle and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, he's doing great, man. I love that, and I love the message he's spreading out there doing his thing. But yeah, man, like
Well, we love your message. And so you got The American Terrorist. What else is coming?
yeah, so I'm focusing on that series. I got 3 more books in that series alone coming out and getting released, and then I'm publishing the FTC, elements of teamwork, and so kind of like this concept that me and my partner are talking about of building the best team of using faith, trust, and courage, and so we're gonna have that coming out here in the next year or so.
Nice.
and pushing that out. And
You definitely need to send me some of this stuff so we can upload it to our Facebook.
yeah,
feeds.
for sure, and just trying to live my life, man. At one point, I thought I was gonna get out and become like this famous author and live my life off that, and I quickly realized that royalties only equate to like 7% of your book. So
Yeah, you need to write more books.
Got to find a real job,
But now you're the CEO of 2 different companies, so
Yeah, out there grinding and doing my thing.
and a bathroom remodeler and a wood company.
Yeah,
correct?
no, it's just a remodel and construction company, and the owner is a great dude. I met him while I was active duty and got out there and did some things. And I started out when I first started going to the company. I was calling leads on the weekend. Like $25 every time I got an appointment for a weekend. I made like $75 every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's the message to spread to these, again, enlisted dude, quickly realized that they don't hire machine gunners to man the rooftops of Walmart parking lot,
No.
Right.
So, I got my bachelor's degree in intelligence studies to write books like this, and I got my master's in organizational leadership and business. And, started out calling leads for these dudes, and I came in doing like data analysis. Then I took over production. Then I, was the COO. And then as of Monday, I officially took over both companies and doing my thing. And so, like, enlisted dudes need to quit, accepting the fact that you're just someone's bystander of assisting and executing orders, and like everybody's important in the roles, but you can do anything you want to do, and you just got to work hard. And you may start at the bottom, but eventually you end up, leading the charge,
Dude, 3 years ago, I was a drunk, like on my ass, second DUI. I'm now the state chaplain of the VFW for Tennessee. Co-founder of the newest Post, which, by the way, you're a member of. I hope you know this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Because you were active duty when I put you in, so it was free. Well, sort of free.
Yeah. Isn't that illegal?
It was it was a donation. It was a donation. And no, actually, there is if it's an active duty person, the Post has, foresight to bring you in.
You know what they say about consent, right?
It's only what the hell do they say about consent?
Exactly.
Yeah, I forget. But yeah, I didn't think I'd be here at all doing this and sober, but I'm here. And you're right. I mean, we don't have to be a victim all the time.
Yeah, man. Like
The victim mentality is ridiculous and it's terrible. And I thought I was. I used that when I got out. I was like, I'm a veteran. I'm a Purple Heart guy. You owe me this. You owe me this. And that was a totally wrong thinking. Sorry, I get it.
Oh yeah.
I've learned my lesson. That is not the way to go through life.
Yeah, man. And I'm all about enjoying the moment, but I'm careful to not live in the moment, because if you live in the moment and you're kind of just like, you're stuck in your current ways, like you're preventing yourself from what you can accomplish, 2 months, 2 years, 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
And like, enjoy the moment, but always strive for something that you just want to do and get better at,
Hey, I'm striving to be the national chaplain in like 10 years. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot of time. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Why are you waiting 10 years?
Dude, I gotta learn. I gotta learn this organization. I mean, VFW is great. I love it. And what town do you live in over there in East Tennessee?
So I live in Harrogate, Tennessee.
Harrogate?
Yeah. So it's
Isn't that named after a very famous Navy guy, Admiral Harrogate? I think it is.
yeah, you made that up.
No, I don't think I did.
Make it up.
I don't think I made that up. I think
I live in the straight mountains, man. I love it. It's where Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia all meet, man. It's just awesome. I love it up there. It's just insane.
Pulling his motivational retard out right now.
I am.
He's-
Admiral Farragut. Here we go.
Yeah, you said with an F. I'm saying with an H.
Oh, it's Harrogate. Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, you better shoot for 12 or 13 years, buddy.
Oh, he's from Farragut, Tennessee. Sorry, dude, I got a TBI still, man. Wait, no, I don't. I got hearing loss, not TBI. I don't know. I got a lot of shit.
You don't even know what you
wrong
have.
with me, dude. I'm 100%. I don't know what I have. I know I'm fucked up. What's the clock say?
43 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Do you have anything else to push?
No.
Do you want to
no.
say some nice words or shout outs to anyone?
No, I don't say nice words about people.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we could tell because you haven't said a nice word about me all night tonight.
No, man, it's been great, man. I love it out here. I need to, and that's the other thing is like you brought up about the reunions coming up and all that stuff. Like so hard to like, and there's been many times like, man, I just go to a reunion if I want to, but it's like I don't know if I want to. And it's like, why is that? Like, why is like you so not scared, but it's like, man, it's a lot of work to drive up there and go there and do that and see these people. And it's like, man, that's a wrong attitude to have. And it's hard to, when you're active duty, like to get out of that mindset where you think you're always too busy and always got something going on. And it still happens, right? Like it took, as I'm sitting there, I'm doing payroll for 2 companies right now. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to just cancel coming to this show. Like I'm going to have to cancel. And it's just the easy way out. Like I just can't go. And it's like, all right, let's figure out solutions to this problem and not just do what you always do of like, let's just no show it and do something. You're too busy. That's your excuse. You're always too busy. So.
I was about to do that for my reunion. That's really funny that you bring that up because I was sick today. I was like, I might not make it this weekend. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put my big boy pants on. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive Pereira, the guy who got run over by the 7-ton, who just called me and said, which one's your house? I'm like, dude, it's the one with the dead tree in front of it. If you're listening, Pereira, but you're not even going to hear this for like another week. It doesn't matter. But I sally, you gotta sally up and I want to see these guys. We're going to have like 20 guys that I hadn't seen in 15 years. As long as Warren G. Edwards, I hadn't seen him since 2007, since we got back from the meal.
It's crazy, man. Just sometimes you just got to quit letting enjoy the moment, but don't live in the moment. I mean, you just get caught up in it and the excuse of being too busy or something's going on just kind of.
I heard something. One of my sponsors said this to me. If you're thinking about the past, you're going to get depressed. If you're thinking about the future, you're going to get anxiety. You need to live in the moment.
Yep.
And I had never heard that before. In the 3 years I've been sober, I've never heard anything like that. And I thought I was like, wow, that's really cool. Because we got to live now. We got to, we can't be thinking about the future and what bills are going to come or what's going to happen to our families or this and this. We got to be here now because we might not be here. Google says I'm going to die at 62. So I believe it.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time left on this planet.
Yeah, man. And just like, and stepping out of your comfort zone, right? Like, not you doing the same thing every day, every week, every month, turns into every year, and just like you're just stepping out. Like, dude, like I love the company I'm with, like Wood Construction Remodeling. Like we're based in like 7 cities right now, and I don't know anything about construction. Like I can't hang a picture on the wall, and I just know organization.
That's a lie. I've seen your living room. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Then never mind.
No.
I was trying to give you a compliment,
you should
man.
see. I mean, you gotta if you drive up in the mountains, man. You come down in Gunny's Lounge, man. I love that place. I built that thing.
It's
nice.
it is very pretty.
Yeah, but I didn't do all that. So what happens is like I hang stuff on the wall. It gets all screwed up. Kelly comes down and she's like, "Oh, you're an idiot," and she fixes it all, and then I take the credit.
She's a great woman. Have I ever met her?
No, probably not.
I don't think I have met her.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's kind of like me, man. She's not like
First wife?
yeah.
Good for you.
She's not like all about going to the Marine Corps balls and doing this. She just wants to live her life.
She is not a motard.
Nope.
Good for her.
Yep, she's not. We're just out there doing our thing.
God, motard. Hey, do you remember the piss test we had before we went on the Mew?
No. Why do you?
Because I was on duty the night
conversation.
before, and everybody on the third deck at HP 155 were either doing coke or smoking marijuana. Because I was up there with my little arm patch on, and I'm like, guys, we have a piss test the next day. And so I go down. I'm like, okay, it's probably going to be okay. And so we actually, I think 111 people failed the piss test for the Mew from India Company. And we had 127 people in the company at that time. So they lost the results because we'd be combat ineffective if they had actually gone through. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know a lot of people pissed hot.
Hey man, anyone ever told you like sometimes there's things you just never repeat?
Not like that one? Well, what are they going to do? NJP me? What are you going to do?
You should have left that deep down.
Are you going to give me an Article 15 or a page 11 for that, Gunny?
No, but I will definitely tie you down and shave your
It's
beard
okay.
off.
Weapons Company was so much better than India, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
man,
even matter.
I'm pretty sure we beat your entire company ass at least 3 times. Like, I
think you did. You did.
I remember like India coming up the stairs, weapons on the third deck, and we're just like punching out. So Brian Pop, you know Brian Pop?
Oh my God, Brian Pop.
We were fighting side by side.
Yeah.
He was swinging, I was swinging. He punched me in the face by accident. I fell down the stairs. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you guys are fucking animals. You guys are animals.
Yeah, I love Weapons Company, man. It was great.
You guys had some really great people.
Yeah.
Really great people.
Some good times.
What's the word, Captain?
Hey, you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, I like just shooting the shit, but I got a guy outside my house, and the cops are probably going to call me in a second. Like, hey, there's this guy outside.
Was
I'm
it
like,
your
yes,
wife home?
arrest him. Arrest him now.
Why doesn't Katrina just open the door?
Because Katrina is not even there. She's at some junior league meeting tonight.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Gunny, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Gunny.
thanks for having me. It was great.
And thanks for making fun of me so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it
sure,
was.
man. Free of charge.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll come up and see you next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to kidnap you and you're like, hey, you're coming to Gatlinburg with me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Have fun in the mountains, buddy.
So, hey, is there any signal? Is my
No.
GPS going to not work?
No, man.
Shit.
I can't make a phone call.
I'm going to have
for
to do
nothing.
land nav again. Fuck. I hate land nav.
We'll see.
But Gunny, Jeffrey Sabins, thank you so much for coming, man. You're a sight for sore eyes, and I love you, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's great. I love what y'all are doing. It's good. Let's do it again. Let's do a round 2.
Oh, we'll do a round 2. We'll definitely do. Your next book. You definitely get you for round 2 for your next book.
No, so now you're gonna speed up the process.
Yep,
huh?
you have to. How far are you away from that book?
It's about 2 chapters away from being done, but I'm doing the marketing campaign right now and
Okay.
getting that going. But a lot of people are hating on me because it was supposed to be like 7 months ago.
Did they give you a bonus for?
No.
No, they didn't do
No,
that. Okay.
no, not at all. No, this is from my own publishing company.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's I forgot.
Yeah, I got a lot of companies out there, man. Just mediocring around, doing my thing is what it is.
You're awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Maybe I'll start my own podcast and have you come on.
That would be it, dude.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the way of the future, man. These podcasts are just, He had the idea. I'm like, that's brilliant. I don't know why he asked me to co-host, but because I got a terrible voice. I don't know. When you were in boot camp, do you remember second month when you go to weapons training battalion to, learn how to shoot and shit? You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
God, to be sober and remember all this stuff. They made us repeat General Order number 6 for 5 miles walking out there at Paris Island.
I just think you're faking your TBI, man.
Receive, obey, and pass on the sentry release me all orders from commanding officer, not commissioned officer, guard only, sir. See? I still got it. I will never forget that General Order, ever.
Oh, gosh.
I don't remember any of them.
Does the Navy even have any General Orders?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, I don't remember any of them.
Don't sink the ship.
Aren't they the same
They're
ones?
the same exact ones.
They are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
To be especially watchful at night and during times of challenge all personnel, honor near my post, and then something else. There's something more to that, too.
Yeah.
Come on, Gunny.
No.
You know this. You know the green book
Sure don't.
like the back of your hand.
Sure don't.
All right, I'm just goofing off right now. I'm sorry,
Motivated.
man.
I literally forgot them like 3 days after boot camp. Like that shit just went right out.
Well, it didn't really help me that much because I stopped in my tracks when I got shot at February 14th, 2005. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? And I'm in the middle of the road with a saw and I'm looking for cover. And what do I see? And you probably have heard this story. I go to the damn fucking telephone pole and I get up like this. And I'm looking over here, and Sergeant Stockton and the rest of the second platoon is over there behind a concrete block, and they're like, "Far, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm getting shot at and mortared at the same time." And Sergeant Stockton's like, "Get the fuck over here, Jesus, what's wrong with you?"
Just so everybody knows, he's actually doing this podcast in full camis right now.
Full camis with the face paint. I'm tigered up, dude. I'm tigered up. God, I hate both of you.
Oh man, we definitely have to have him on.
No,
as a regular.
dude, he's fucking
This is
funny as
great.
shit.
Yeah, man.
Because he gives me shit, and it just makes you laugh. So that's good.
Yeah, man. I'm in Nashville a lot, man. So that's good. We just moved our headquarters to the company here in Nashville, so I was doing the day. So
Where in Nashville?
Brentwood.
In Brentwood. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's where Dean Wegner is. Authentically American. So if you need T-shirts,
So I'll definitely be here a lot, man. Be
Good.
Probably once a month on here, just checking on things and doing it up.
well, we just got access to our pool in our new subdivision. So
Yeah.
if you want to come over and use the pool, anytime, man.
Well, thanks. You and your dead tree.
Next to the dead tree is about 2 streets away. And I'm getting rid of that dead tree
Why are you just now getting access to your pool?
because it just got built like last week. It just got finished last week. So they gave us the key fobs, and you can't go in there after 8:00. You can't go in there before 8:00, and it's all kids. So we're trying to wait until the kids go back to school so we can go there. And there's no furniture to lay down, so it's like a bare, empty pool. But hopefully that's on back order, and that's coming in the next couple weeks. Hey, it's Valley Brook, man.
See him on the side of the pool, laying on the ground, just like all laid out.
Dude, that was my position when I got caught drinking in Iraq in 2005.
Oh, man.
On a Jersey Bear like this with my M16 in between my legs. And the doctor, the officer, he is bronze oak leaf. What is that? It's a major, right?
For what now?
Bronze oak leaf
For what? For Marine Corps?
for Marine Corps.
Oh, yeah.
That's a major.
Yeah.
So he's like,
I
Marine.
was like, what?
He's
He
like,
remembers his general.
he's like,
General
Marine.
orders, but he
Let
can't
you
remember
back
the.
He's like, Marine, what's wrong with you? I'm like, my eyes go like this. I'm dehydrated, sir. And I wasn't dehydrated. I was drunk as hell. And Gunny, oh my gosh, Gunny Hill
Yeah.
came over and started yelling and got the truth out of me that day. And then I got yelled at by Neary all the way down to the most senior Lance Corporal in the Indian Company. It was a horrible day. Horrible day. And then I was on shitter detail. I had to clean porta shitters for like 3 months.
So you never questioned why they wouldn't let you back in, right?
No.
Never questioned. You just knew.
Hey, listen. Hey, Ramadi was a good one. Ramadi was my good deployment. Fallujah, I kind of fucked up big time. Or, no, sorry, not Fallujah. Karma. And near Fallujah.
Oh, man.
But no, I fucked up my first one. But my second one, I was 182 pounds, and I was lean. I was mean. I was ready to go. I was humping like 126 pounds with MREs and cases of water, and was doing 30 pull-ups. I couldn't even do 3 right now. I couldn't even do 2.
Hey, his TBI showing now.
Yeah.
He made all that up.
I did? Did I make that up? Gunny, you would know better than me.
Oh, man.
No, never mind. I'm not. We're going to do this in part 2.
All right, man.
Oh, you're leaving him hanging now, huh?
Yeah, we're going to leave you hanging, okay? Because we're going to talk more about my non-existent TBI, which, by the way, I've been tested twice, and they say no. But I know there's something fucked up in my head. And both these guys can definitely concur with this, that I am definitely fucked up.
Oh, man.
I don't know about fucked up, man, but you're definitely different.
I am different. I'm a motard,
Motard.
and I love life, and I love helping veterans. So if I'm wrong in that, then you know what?
Nobody said you're wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I'm just ridiculous. And then, you know what? And I was told by a commander of some state that we belong in that you should be yourself. And this is me. This is who I am. I wasn't like this in the Marine Corps because I was having like guys like this tell me what to do every day. Or Bart Skiba or Munyon. Oh, Barry Munyon. That's his name. He lives in Memphis too.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Part 2, just don't bring your camis. Man.
Okay. No camis. No camis next time.
Casual.
All right, guys, man. Next time.
All right. Well, thanks, Jeff, again.
Yep.
Commander Fleek, thank you so much.
Yeah, should I hit you with the your hymn again?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit it. Dude, this is like feeding my head right now. And you know, every Friday I watch a graduation. I stream it on my TV.
I believe it. I believe every bit of that.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Hoorah!